Indian golfer Anirban Lahiri has been in the news not only in recent times due to the fact that he chose to leave behind the PGA Tour and defect to the rebel Saudi-backed Live Golf Tour, but also very recently he ended up actually notching up a very unique, let's say, achievement when he actually ended up becoming the Indian athlete to have won the biggest amount of prize money in one go for one particular event. Now, in this video, what we'll end up doing is we will look at the details of what exactly it is that he won, how exactly it is he won it, and how exactly is the comparison to athletes beyond Lahiri, and why this is such a big thing in terms of just the sheer numbers involved here. Because again, believe you me when I say, if you look at the numbers, when you're looking at the figures, the money that he won at one shot, it is pretty big, especially when you consider that, you know, there'll be some athletes who don't earn that much in one particular career spell. That in itself, it might sound shocking, but believe you me when I say that it's true. How so? Well, Lahiri ended up winning a prize amount of $2.5 million in prize money. Now, how so, would you be asking? Well, he ended up finishing second in a live golf event that was taking place in Bedminster, USA. That was the entire thing. Now, Live Golf, of course, you remember, was the rebel, golf league that was sponsored by the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund. And one of the perks of playing in it is the fact that, well, you not only be playing shorter games and less games in comparison to the PGA, you'll also be getting a lot more money, as is evidenced by the fact that despite the fact that he only finished second, he got $2.5 million. Just for comparison, $2.5 million in Indian currency would be well over the 20 crore mark. 20 crores for coming second in a tournament. That is a lot of money, but it looks even more mind-boggling when you compare it to the sums that some players have made through the course of their career, or maybe even if you look at just one particular year of their career. Also, again, let's take a look. Anirban Lahiri, for his one event, ended up getting $2.5 million, which is, of course, as I mentioned, over 20 crores in Indian currency. Now, you look at three athletes who are below. You have Leander Paes, Sania Mirza, two former tennis players, as well as PV Sindhu. Now, Leander Paes, throughout the course of his career, made $8.5 million. And bear in mind that his career started in 1991, which means he had a career that lasted well over 30 years. And in that 30 years, in terms of prize money from events, we're not talking endorsements or any other, say, cash prizes that he got. 8.5 million is what he won in prize money from events. 2.5 million came from just one event in a few days' time. Same with Sania Mirza. Again, she had a 20-year career, spanned a long time. Yes, there were times when she was injured, probably not at her best, but 20 years, and she earned $7.5 million through, let's say, purely prize money, purely on winnings. We're not talking, again, advertisements, we're not talking sponsorship deals or cash prizes that you get. No. 7.5 million was what she won through her progress and even winnings in tournaments. Now, for other more comparisons, if you look at PV Sindhu, of course, is one of the most marketable athletes in India right now. If you go over her 2022-23 earnings, if you're basing it purely on the prize money that she won in events, it's only $500,000. That's correct. $500,000 is what she had won in terms of her achievements on the badminton court. The rest of it, well, it came from sponsorship deals and the likes, because again, as I said, she's very marketable, has a lot of brand advertising deals, and a lot of her money, because again, Sindhu is one of those who ranks up there. If you're looking at the Forbes list for women athletes the world over, she does come there because she is that popular, but minuscule amount only comes from prize money compared to Lahiri, though $2.5 million for just one event. Now, Lahiri, during the course of this particular, event and thereafter was speaking up very favorably for Live Golf, which you'd remember, again, despite being a rebel league, is now actually merged with the PGA Tour, and so therefore everything comes under one umbrella. And he said that, look, why wouldn't a lot more people be leaning towards Live Golf? Because quite frankly, a lot of it is down to the money and the schedule. Here you're making a lot more money for playing a lot less golf, because it's not just in terms of the number of events, but it's also how big or small the events are. These events have less number of holes, so therefore take less time, as compared to regular standard PGA Tour events. So it does make sense in many ways. And again, as I said, he finished second place and ended up pocketing over 20 crores. That is mind-boggling whichever way you look at it, and it's in fact also a record because no other Indian athlete has won that much in terms of prize money in one single go. What are your thoughts on Lahiri's rather momentous achievement? You can let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead and check out some other videos that we've done. But for now, from my side, it's goodbye.